Hello everyone, it's Nina. Thanks so much for joining me today for a new tutorial. Today I'm bringing you a fun slimline card that I made using the new Simon Says Stamp December 2020 card kit. I'm going to be using many of the kit contents today to create this very beautiful layered Christmas card. I love making slimline cards, and the new papers that are in the kit from Simple Stories are perfectly sized for working with slimline cards. I'm also going to be using the new candy cane heart die, and we'll start by fussy cutting this beautiful pattern paper from the Simple Stories vintage North Pole paper pad. I am fussy cutting out the doily and all of the pretty ephemera that is on this sheet of paper. It's gorgeous. This is one of my favorite ways to use pattern paper because some of the pattern papers in kits and other paper pads that you might already have in your stash, they are so detailed and so beautiful, you can use them as elements for your cards. So I'm fussy cutting around all the pieces on this pattern paper sheet, very carefully turning the paper as I cut. You'll notice I'm not moving the scissors, but rather turning the paper so that I get a really nice, clean, crisp cut, and I don't have any harsh cut lines anywhere. This is going to sit on a slimline card panel. Now it's going to be slightly shorter than the standard slimline card. Instead of it being 8.5 inches long, I'm actually going to go with 8 inches because the paper is 6 inches by 8-inch sheets. And I want the length from that pattern paper that we fussy cut to be the exact same size as the card base. So this is why I went with a slightly shorter card. I'm going to use some Distress ink in aged mahogany to add a little bit of a shadow behind this piece. This isn't going to stand out too much, but it really does help accent that depth that we're going to have behind this pattern paper element when we add some dimensional foam tape to pop this up off my card. So I blended that color on, and now I'm going to start layering some of the pattern paper on too. I decided to add a strip of the blue paper that's in the kit. This is also part of that Simple Stories pattern paper pack. And I'm going to add a strip of that along the right-hand side of the card, and then I'll also layer with foam tape that beautiful ephemera piece. So once we have these attached, we're ready to start adding additional elements. There's the beautiful candy cane heart die that's in the kit, and I'm going to layer these two pieces that you have from the die together that I cut from some glitter paper. Now the glitter paper isn't in the kit, I just had a couple of scraps of glitter paper laying around and I wanted to use them up, and I thought this would look really, really pretty. So I'm going to glue those two pieces together, and then I will add this on top of that ephemera piece. Believe it or not, the candy canes on the ephemera are the exact same size as the candy cane heart die. So this covers up that candy cane that's on the ephemera piece beautifully. I will need to cover up the middle portion just so that way it doesn't stand out weird, and I'm going to use a sentiment for that. There's the Joyful Season stamp set in the kit, and I thought this would be a perfect greeting that says Merry Christmas to add onto my card. I'm stamping it in Simon Says Stamp embossing ink. My pad's a little dry, but I like to use things to the very end, so I just double stamped it. And I'm going to go ahead and put gold embossing powder over top. Once I heat set this, I'll have a beautiful gold greeting that I can add over top of the candy canes, and that'll hide the little ephemera areas that are peeking out from behind the candy canes. I'm going to fussy cut that sentiment and add a little bit of embellishment. I chose some Simon Says Stamp Moonshine sequins for a little bit of sparkle, and I'm using the glossy accents that's included in the kit to glue these down. There are a variety of sizes in that sequin pack, and I thought those looked really nice layered behind the ephemera. I also thought it'd be fun to add a button. The ephemera has a little button on the paper, and I thought it'd be cute to actually cover it up with a real button. I had a heart-shaped button that it was laying around in my stash, so I put a little bit of silver tinsel through it, and that really adds a nice finishing touch. My greetings popped up with a couple layers of foam tape, and that completes my slimline card using the Simon Says Stamp December 2020 card kit. I love how this card turned out. So many fun layers. I loved being able to use some of that beautiful pattern paper, and I really enjoyed being able to layer that candy cane heart die on top too. How perfect that it was the exact same size. Alright, so if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you'll stop by my blog to get more information on this project, including still pictures and products used, as well as links to the kit can be found not only in the video description, but also on my blog as well. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel for additional inspiration. I'll be back soon with more to share, but until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.